A very good morning, my dear students. How are you all? So, in today's video tutorial, students, we are going to start a new chapter of this term, and that is chapter number 10, Internet, a useful tool. All of you know how to work on the computer. But do you know that these computers can be connected with one another? Yes, you heard it right. The computers can be connected with one another. A network is formed when you connect two or more computers to one another. So let us learn something more about this network. Internet. All of you might have heard this term earlier also. So let us study this term in detail. Internet is a worldwide network of computers. Millions of computers over the world are connected through the internet. You can connect the computers all around the world with the help of the internet. All computers that are a part of the internet can communicate and share information with one another. Internet is also popularly known as net. You have used internet many a times. You might be familiar with the uses of internet. So let us study some uses of internet in our daily life. You can get information on any topic that you want. You can also chat with people, can send and receive the emails. Also, with the help of internet, we can buy the products. That is also called as online shopping. You can book tickets and pay bills with the help of the internet. Along with this, you can also listen to music, watch movies, and you can also play games on the internet, right? So these were some of the uses of internet. Now, coming upon to the next term, ARPANET. ARPANET stands for Advanced Research Projects Agency Network. It was set up by the US Department of Defense in the year 1969. This ARPANET, it was the basic means that it laid the foundation of the internet. Clear, students? Now, the next term, ISP. You can see on the screen some of the names that you use in your daily lives. Airtel, Idea, Jio, BSNL, Vodafone. What are these? These are ISPs. So let us know something more about ISP. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider. It stands for Internet Service Provider. It is very clear from the name that Internet Service Provider, it provides the service for the internet. So basically ISP is a company that provides internet access to the users. Many ISPs are there, for example BSNL, Airtel, Jio, Reliance and many more. Alright. Next we are going to discuss about modem. Modem stands for modulator and demodulator. The ISPs, they provide hardware devices like modem or a router to connect the computer to the internet. Modem is basically used so that the data can be sent and received between a computer and a telephone line. Next we are going to discuss about WWW. What is WWW? World Wide Web. It stands for World Wide Web. It is a collection of interconnected pages that can contain text, pictures, audios, movies as well. It is also known as Web or W3. And Tim Berners-Lee, he is known as the father of World Wide Web. Tim Berners-Lee is known as the father of World Wide Web. Next term is your web browser. You will access the internet with the help of a software, and that software is called as a web browser. So what is a web browser? It is basically a software that lets you access the pages on the World Wide Web. Many examples are there: Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Opera, Safari, Netscape Navigator. Many web browsers are there which help you to access the web pages on the World Wide Web. Clear, students? Now, let us discuss about the term web page. Web page are the pages that make up the World Wide Web. Means those pages that make up the World Wide Web, they are called as the web pages. Whenever we want to create a web page, we have to use a language that is called as HTML. Hypertext Markup Language. Like when you want to create a sentence in any language, either in English or in Hindi, you use some statements or some context. In the same way, whenever we want to create a web page, we use a language, and that language is called as Hypertext Markup Language. It can be seen or accessed using a web browser. The pages may contain text, images, audios, videos and links. Clear? So this is about web page. Next term we are going to discuss is hyperlinks. A web page may contain links to the other pages or to another page in the same web page. So these links are called as the hyperlinks. The links that contain a web page that can contain a link to the other page or to another place on the same web page. That particular link is called as hyperlink. A hyperlink may be a text or a picture. The mouse pointer, it generally takes the shape of a hand when it is moved over a hyperlink. Whenever you brought your mouse pointer to the hyperlink, its shape changes to the shape of a hand. Clear? Next we are going to discuss about website. A website is a collection of related web pages that are linked to one another. The first page of a website, when you open it, the first page that you see on any website, it is called as the home page. The home page gets displayed first when the website is opened using any web browser. The home page contains the hyperlinks to the other pages of the same website. Clear, students? Next term is the URL. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. What does URL stands for? It stands for Uniform Resource Locator. Like every house in the city, it has a unique address so that it can be identified easily. Like you students have a unique roll number for your identification. In the same way, every website or a web page, it has a unique address, and that particular address of a website or a web page is known as URL, that is Uniform Resource Locator. Clear? So I hope all these terms related to internet are clear to you. Take care of yourself everyone and have a wonderful day ahead.